So positioning is the most fundamental way you win fights in Apex, and it is how I get clips like this. And what you want to do when positioning is play it smart, really. You want to negate the damage you're taking in a fight, right? And a lot of you, especially myself too, don't actively think about it. Like, imagine you're fighting someone here. You can get shot from here, here, and behind here, right? You know, anywhere here. And the way you can position here, you can spray the person here. You know, you've cut off this entire area. This entire area is a lot less of a risk because if you have relevantly high audio, you can hear. You know, if you don't have high audio, at that stage it's your own fault, you know? You know, there have been a couple of times where I forgot to turn my video or my audio up after recording a video, right? And, you know, I don't have perfect positioning. You know, this clip here.
Quick, over there!
Shots. Reloading. Ring's not too far. 45 left.
You know, I lost that exclusively because I positioned terribly against that Wraith. And the most important thing when positioning is just being smart about it, right? In one of the clips I showed, probably the one where I said at the start, like, I was fighting a team on the door, you know? I opened the door and I walked backwards while shooting because there was a dude here and I was trying to get the Bangalore that was here to 1 HP. And you might be a bit like, why did you walk back? Well, I walked back because as I walked back, the door, this door here, is covering me from getting shot from here. So I'm able to finish this guy off, or reposition, you know, get my heals, and then put pressure on him, win the fight, you know? And a lot of positioning, unfortunately, does come from map knowledge. I cannot just teach it to you here. Map knowledge is kind of essential to positioning because, say you're here, right? A lot of people, boom, you know, keep playing the door. But when you have better map knowledge, you know, boom, where you land here, spray in there. You know, with a PC player, they could have just tap strafed in that window. With a console player, it's a bit more like this. Boom. You know? You can't super glide or anything in there. You know, a lot of positioning does come from experience. And a lot of that is, especially for someone like me who kind of ends up from flow state a lot of the time, a lot of positioning is just being aware of why you lost the fight, thinking, right, I played this angle and, you know, got shot from here. What can I do next time? Say there's a box here. I'll play that. You know, stay this side. And positioning is so useful. Like, I went from, obviously, the game I lost, which I showed in that clip, where I was talking about bad positioning, to winning a 1v7, which I'll show right now.
Another upgrade. Upgrade's ready. Time to make a choice. Enemy shield broken. Broken enemy shield. Need to recharge me. Shots. Enemy shield broken.
And it was actually 1v5. But, like, whatever. 1v7, 1v5. Effectively the same thing. I could have won that if I had just, you know, not let slip, right? And positioning will get you the 20 bomb, the 4K that you so badly want. You know, there is an aspect of luck, I'm not going to lie to y'all. The most I have is at 3K. You know, I just haven't got that luck, nor have I got the relevant skill to be of 20 bomb 4K, right? You know, I still whiff. And the reason I post is so you get tips from an average player, not, you know, the top 10%, top 5%, top 1%. You know, that is what makes me different to these people because I am a player, you know, an average player, you know, on the level of you guys. And if not average, slightly above average, which is realistically still close enough to where my tips are relevant things that I've learned and that I can teach onto you. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I'm probably going to throw in some clips after this, just showing you positioning, breaking them down. But if you watched this far, comment red dummy, so I know, and just if you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it and you like some of my other videos, I hope you consider subscribing. And just thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Roll the clips. Here, the main fundamental things I did was, obviously could have played this part way better. You can see yourself that I took way more damage than I should have. Used that door to my advantage to block off his teammate, the Sparrow, from spraying me. Here, I was re-pushing because the passive healing got me to a hell where I was comfortable taking the 1v1. I knew Sparrow wouldn't have had anything better than blue, based off how many squads are left in the round we're in. And then here, I heard him double jump after popping the hill, which I popped there exclusively because way less angles to get shot from. And, push around 50-50, spray him, didn't take any damage off him. And this next clip, right here, I play the door because I know Wingman, first of all, isn't my best weapon, and then I see this dude push in, so I pull out a gun I know I can finish a fight with, and I play this box, right? I'm waiting for him, and I think, you know what, if I res my teammate, I'm actually a lot harder to hit. Bait him in, he doesn't want to see my teammate get res, unfortunately finishes him, but I kill him. And this final clip here, unfortunately, didn't get the head glitch into it, but there's a head glitch up there, where if I walked back, I could spray the team that was down below us for so much damage. And here, I'm going to play a bin, and very inconspicuous thing, you wouldn't realize it, and saved me from 3 or 4 shots there. And in the long run, 3 or 4 shots can be really big. And that is all for today's video. Really do hope you enjoyed, and really hope you found something useful, and I'll see you in the next one.